This week, I have selected If You Could Wear My Sneakers by Sheree Fitch to read to you. And it is a perfect selection because December 10th is Human Rights Day, and Sheree Fitch is a poet, and she was asked by the United Nations to look at the Convention of the Rights of the Child and write stuff. Well, she said, I'm a poet, I need inspiration, that's not how I do my work. And then she actually looked at the Convention of the Rights of the Child, and she was inspired. So what she did is there were 54 different articles. She chose 15 and wrote poems about them. And they tell you about children's rights in here, and then you try to match the poem with that. So I'm going to share a few of these poems with you. And we have this book in the Livingston Library, so you're welcome to access the book there, or you may be able to find it online if you're one of our online viewers. The first poem is called If You Could Wear My Sneakers. If you were me and I were you for just a day or maybe two, then maybe you and maybe me would see the me that you were too. Because the you I see, you try to be, never ever speaks to me. See, if you knew the me I am, and I could know the you be, I think we'd eventually discover we like broccoli. Yeah, we could form the broccoli bunch, invite each other out to lunch, share our little broccoli trees, cover them with melted cheese. But you pass me by without a smile, as if I were a crocodile. Then look the other way in case you see the me that's in my face. If you could wear my sneakers, you might have to plug your nose. And if I could wear your shoes, even if they crunched my toes, maybe we could see the us we never got to meet, the you and me that might have found more broccoli to eat. So the trick is pausing and giving each other a chance, and see if you can find those things that you have in common and maybe form a new friendship. This poem is written about the rights of a child to an education, and it is called Dr. P. Uffin. I've a yearning that is burning, a desire for higher learning. I would like to go to college to improve upon my knowledge. I've heard words are for the birds. I have looked in many books. I know I can't get by if I'm depending on my looks. Intellectual stimulation, cerebellum circulation. Please accept my registration. I'll be the first of my relations to get my education. And I've heard there is no fee, that I get to go for free. You won't be laughing at this puffin who knows that I know nothing. When I've learned my ABCs, what an ABCDarian. A puffin I'll be. Then I'll get my PhD in puffin, prose, and poetry. Now this poem is about when children have to work, because in some countries, kids don't have the access to school. They're sent to work when they're really young, and this speaks to that. The busy beaver got a fever, so an elder was called. He looked the beaver over and said, I'm saddened and appalled. This little beaver has been working far too long. Hasn't anybody noticed? He isn't very strong. I suggest lots of rest, lots of time in the sun. Every day he must play. Lots of time just for fun. When the beaver's older, then he can be employed. He's really much too young. Youth must be enjoyed. So now the beaver's better. He plays the way all beavers would, and he tries to keep his lodge cleaned up, like every beaver should. And the final poem I'm going to read to you is called Shine, Shine, Shine. One little firefly in a jar, lovely, lonely, fallen star. One little firefly, flying free, shining star in a galaxy. So when December 10th rolls around and it is Human Rights Day, I want you to be thinking about these poems and some of the things that are rights that every child should have in the world, and what are the responsibilities that come with those rights. Enjoy. Have a good day.